Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Picnic Table Chat Show. I do hope you can hear me and everything's fine. Let me know if you can. This is episode 6 of season 8, and tonight it's not actually going to be a very long one, and I will explain to you why shortly. But thank you all for joining. We've got quite a few people in the chat, so hello everyone. Hello Paul. I haven't said hello to you yet because you've just joined. But hello everyone. Thank you. So let's just say first, there you go, there's JB. Let's just say first, massive thank you to everyone. I am at 1,000 subscribers. You've all come in and said, well done, but you already know. But yeah, absolutely amazing. I've blown away. As you all know, I never expected to make something of this. So it's absolutely amazing that it's getting like that. And just to have 1,000 people happy to say they support my you know what I mean. It's super cool, super cool. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be doing the giveaway. The giveaway is gonna be this Sunday live on the stream. So make sure that you tune in this Sunday 9 p.m. as always. It's going to be a brilliant giveaway. We've got quite a few prizes which have been donated, as well as what I'm putting in as well. So it's going to be, I don't know how I'm even going to work it yet. I need to think about it. I need to work out what I'm going to do, whether it's going to be more. There's probably going to be lots of different prizes. I don't know. But make sure you're tuning in on that Sunday and you've got a good chance to win something. Right. So let's have a little bit of and the other thing is we're going to be doing the codes in the videos. So you have to go back and watch the old videos and there'll be 3-second code flash up, which is a gift voucher code. It's one use only, so the first person to find it and use it gets it. After that, it's invalid on the website, and we will remove it, but obviously that will take time. But so there is chances to win money. It's like 25, 50, £100 vouchers. Good evening, 8 Legs, 4 Wheels. Thank you for popping in, buddy. Yeah, there's 25, 50 and £100 vouchers hiding in the past videos. We've got over 600 videos. It could be in absolutely any of them. As soon as that one's won, we will replace it with another code in another video. So we'll just keep it going for quite a little while, I expect. We might have little gaps, but I'm pretty sure we'll keep it going forever, actually, because it's good fun. And I love giving stuff away. You know what I'm like. So that's the things I need to tell you about that. Let's have a little chat about the Weymouth show, because I've been asked by Ant Dorset. Let's see if I can bring that up. There we go. Ants on the Rock, can you tell me a little bit about what might be at the... They meant May 13th, Jurassic Coast event. What species-wise? Okay, so it's the Jurassic Coast one is a very different kind of show to the ant shows that I'm doing. Obviously, I'm going to be there, and I will be selling ants. There'll be a whole range of different beginner species. I've got some great carpenter ants. I've got I'm not going to give it all away. I've got some Nikos that I'm bringing. I've got lots of different. Good evening, Sharon. Thank you for coming in from your hospital bed. I've got quite a good range of different species that I am taking to the show. Nothing spectacularly difficult to keep, because I don't see the point in taking the specialised ants to the shows, to be honest. You can message me directly or find them on the website. But lots of brilliant starter species. There'll be different kits there, full setups that you can get, accessories that you are going to need for your camping journey on my stall. There'll also be lots of different isopods on my stall. On some of the other stalls, we have obviously Dave's Little Beasties. He is bringing a whole range of awesome tarantulas and inverts and stuff. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We have other traders. Paul, if you want to put a message in saying what you're planning on bringing, you're more than welcome. We've got everything from jumping spiders. We've got millipedes. I can't remember everything. I think there's going to be geckos there, frogs, all sorts of awesome things available at the show. But there's also going to be other things as well, craft stalls and other things from the local area, because obviously it is a local event as well as sort of an invert event, if that makes sense. It's sort of it's a fun one. It's pretty much everything that I enjoy just shoved into a big show, rather than just an ant show, which is like the ant invert shows that we hold. This is sort of anything I enjoy. So there's history, there's culture. We've got the museums coming with some of their exhibits. Obviously, I'm going to have exhibits as well. I'm going to have my leaf cutters there. I'm going to have quite a few of my other colonies, because obviously I live in Portland, so it's going to be really close for me. So actually, it's quite easy for me to take a large collection of my ants, basically, and other inverts I might take as well. But we have got lots of awesome things being on display. We've got unusual pet. I think they're called Unusual Pets, reptile and invert show. Something like that. Yes, that sounds about right. They're going to be first on the stage. We've got plenty of people on the stage, but they're absolutely amazing. Obviously, they're going to be bringing animals with them to be showing off and talking to you about them from the stage. It's absolutely fantastic. Their shows are really good, and I'm really looking forward to that. They're first on stage. And then we've got some other stuff going on a little bit later in the day. Obviously, I'm not going to give it all away just yet. I'm going to leave some things until the very last minute. But it's going to be a great show. You're going to be able to get a little bit, like we've got a little bit of all the different inverts, I like to say. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. I've covered a lot of different bases with the inverts, but you're going to be able to get a lot of other things as well. It's a real interesting show. There we go. Paul's put in. I'm going to put that up on display. Good evening, Dino. Thank you for coming in, buddy. Dart frogs, tadpoles, leopard geckos, pictless geckos, some inverts. We'll be bringing some few animal displays like Blackfoot, that one, and scorpion tail geckos. So there we go. So there's going to be a whole range of awesomeness at the Weymouth show. It's just going to be a little bit like, don't come expecting a big invert show, is what my main message is, because it's not a big invert show. It's sort of a everything show. But the Bristol one, now that's going to be a big invert show. That's going to be absolutely spectacular, and we are sticking with just ants and inverts. But the Weymouth one is sort of a mix of everything, if that makes sense. So I've got two things in my head, like with shows, which is Sheffield and Bristol, and then we've got the Weymouth show, which is sort of just like a local show for me, and I just kind of go all out and have a bit of fun, have a bit of fun. So yeah, that's sort of thing. You can. Does that answer your question? I hope that answers your question. If you've got any more questions about the Weymouth show, please do ask them. I'm happy to answer pretty much anything. And if you've got any questions about, feel free to ask them as well, because that's not that far away, and information is available if you ask. Obviously, I don't everything. Never going to give everything away until the last minute, because that would just be craziness. Right, let's talk a little bit about, well, we've talked, so I've got lots of new ants coming onto the website over the next few days, maybe week. I've said some of the speed already, but you're going to have to check out the website for a full rundown of all the new additions to the website, the shop, the list, whatever, the stock. Obviously, I can't be asked to go through the whole list right now, but there will be a substantial amount of ants added and restocked back onto the website, along with all the other bits which are sort of out stock at the minute. I'm not stocking everything just yet, just because I'm going to leave it till after the Weymouth show, then do a massive restock on everything. But you will notice that some more ants and stuff are available in the next week or so. That probably confused everyone, made no sense at all. But there will be stuff on the website regularly. You know what I mean. I think I'm about to be invited by an Evie. You know my daughter Evie. She likes to come in. She's not non-verbal autistic. Now she's starting to make noises and a few words. Absolutely fantastic. But this is quite normal. She's not in bed yet, and you're going to hit. She wants to make pancakes, believe it or not. We had the excuse a minute ago that we had no milk in. Now we've got milk in. Pancakes are back on the table, in her opinion. And she will go and get all the stuff for it and start basically making pancakes herself if you don't help her. She'll come up as many cupboards as she needs to get to the eggs. It's great fun. She can also make a cake all on her own, which is quite amazing. Right, anyways, yes, 1,000 subs, Dino. It's absolutely awesome. We're going to be doing a giveaway on Sunday, just to reiterate that point for anyone joining. Sunday is the big giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. So what else is new in the ant corner at the minute? I've had, 2 new tanks delivered and a vivarium today. So I'm at Moon. The vivarium, I'm going to be rehousing my large male tarantula into the vivarium tonight, because he's not happy in the enclosure he's in, and I don't blame him. It's not that great. So he'll be much happier in this vivarium that I've got. It's still not the best, but it's, to be honest, it's probably as good as anything else. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think he'll be fine. We'll get some nice big bits of log in there, and because he's arboreal, of course. So, and I can say he because I know it's a he. Awesome. But yeah, he'll be much happier now. I'm going to get that done straight after this stream. And then I've got about 1 million other jobs to do. The other 2 tanks, what's going to go in them yet? The gift from my mother. Absolutely spectacular gift from my mother. 2 empty tanks that she's no longer using. Happy days. I'll take them off your hands, of course. I don't know what I'm going to put in them yet, but I'll take them. I've got nowhere to put them, but I'll take them. So yeah, I've got myself a few new tanks to play with, which is always good fun. Always great fun. Yeah, Evie. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something, but I've absolutely lost the the line of thought. Oh no, there we go. So the other new thing, I'm working really hard at the minute. I'm completely redoing service. Anyone that's on the subscription service at the moment knows that I've had a few issues, especially with me being in hospital. It really knocked us back, and it became rather difficult to get it all straight again, I will admit, which I am in the process of still doing. To help do this, basically I'm rewriting the whole thing and start because it just got too confusing. The whole thing, so much better information, more clear information. The punctuation's correct as well, which I'm going to be quite proud of. And they're just going to be a better quality information, not just the sheets are just better quality, you know what I mean? So I'm quite proud of that. I'm about halfway through doing all of it. Bear in mind, there's information, there's a lot of paperwork which goes into these. You get like sheets every month for an entire year, so I'm redoing the entire thing, and yeah, it's going to go well. I'm really proud of my subscription service, and for it to go the way when, you know, stressed out, but really passionate about sorting it out. So obviously I'm out everyone that is on it already, they know the situation and how I'm be happy with it as far as they're saying to me anyways. The main thing is I'm just going to make it so much better, and you know, it's always better to give a better experience. So that's happening, but it is a lot of work. I was up till late last night and up early this morning doing it, but we're about halfway through, so we're getting there. The other thing, let's talk about the leaf cutters. As we're looking at the leaf cutters right now, let's talk about leaf cutters. They're doing rather well, as you can see. They have grown the fungus. This is quite high up in the pod as well, so the fungus has grown back good kind of size compared to what it was just a few weeks ago when I was in it. It shrunk down to just like, oh, probably tennis ball size, just about. And now this is, I'd like to say, it's almost the size of an A4 piece of paper. It's probably about 3/4 of an A4 piece of paper. It's much larger, looking healthy again, absolutely tons of ants, and it is growing on a daily basis, which is really nice to see. They're cutting a lot of leaves, you can see. At the minute, they're smashing in some privet, which I get locally. But as you can see, yeah, they're really doing much better. I did a video not long ago on the leaf cutters and how they're surviving that kind of issue that we had, and it's actually doing quite well. It was a really good video. I enjoyed making it. It was sort of a calming one, you know. But yeah, I enjoyed making it. I do love the leaf cutters, as you know, and for them to have any issues is a bit worrying. Obviously, if you've got any questions about the leaf cutters or any of my colonies, please do just mention it in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, it's looking a lot better, isn't it? It was really, really pale white a few weeks ago when I came out of hospital, which wasn't good, and it had shrunk a lot. And just the color of it now is looking much better, as well as the size and the amount of ants all over it. They definitely needed a much larger fungus ball to sustain their food. You know, they're going to eat it all away before it's grown back otherwise, which would be an issue. Excuse me in my coffee cup. Don't start going into that. My bad cough. Let's just leave it at that. See, now I have all these new tanks. I'm still trying to think, where am I going to put them? I might end up putting the vivarium on the floor there, next to the shelf. I'm going to have to buy a new table or something for it to go on eventually. Put the vivarium on the floor with the tarantula in it. The larger tank on top of the vivarium, and then the smaller tank can go up on the shelving unit, with those boxes going down to those shelves, and those isopod boxes can be stacked. But I am definitely running out of room in this room. I mean, it's always like everyone wishes to have an ant room, but I've got that and I've ran out of space already, so I need a second ant room, or I need an ant room and an invert room or something, because it's just I'm running out of space. Absolutely packed in here to the rafters it will be. I can't say no to a good tank. You know, it'll just be crazy, especially when like they cost so much to buy brand new. And let's be honest, these day and age, you can't be silly and turn down anything. Um, I do have a feeling we're going to be broken into in a minute. Have a sleep, mate. Long day at work. I'll finish watching. Yeah, thank you, Jason. Thank you for coming in, buddy. It's much appreciated. Jason is an absolute legend, just so everybody knows. So good night, buddy. We'll talk probably tomorrow. My daughter's asking for meatballs. And it's like, it's really late. You're not having meatballs at this time of night. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We are actually going to be starting to head towards the end of the stream now. And like I said a minute ago, I've got a lot of jobs left to do tonight, mainly the rehousing that I want to crack on with. But there is another reason that I need to start heading towards the end of the stream. And I'll tell you why. I don't know if this is happening countrywide, but all the schools locally are shut tomorrow. Teachers are striking, which is fine, whatever. I'm not going to get into the politics of strikes or whatever. But it's very irritating that all the kids are home tomorrow. Very irritating because I've got a lot of work to do. And they were only off like a week ago or something, weren't they? So I'm going to be getting on with all my work whilst the kids are home. But oh, it's because we won't cook meatballs. Or microwaves on, we might be cooking meatballs. So the other thing is, and this is important that everyone hears this, or everyone that's here hears this, is I'm going to be taking at least the morning off tomorrow. This is Thursday, the 27th of April. I'll be taking the morning off because it is my daughter Amy's 9th birthday. She is going to be 9, the amazing Amy. She is amazing, you know, so I am going to take at least the morning off because, well, they're off school as well. So it's kind of convenient, kind of annoying, but it's kind of convenient that she is off school on her birthday. So yeah, I will be taking the morning off. I will still be trying to answer some messages because quite frankly, I can't help myself, even when people are shouting at me not to. And even when it gets me in trouble with a wife because she's there talking to me and then my phone pings, I'm like, oh, hang on. And she gets really annoyed with that. I don't know why. But yeah, so I'm going to be going off with Amy and doing things in the morning and, you know, birthday sort of stuff. But still feel free to message me and whatever, you know, I shall get around to it when I get around to it. But if I'm not very about tomorrow morning, that is why. It is typical that they're all striking. There's lots of strikes going on, but then there's a whole school which isn't striking at all. It's really weird. There's another strike going on in a few weeks, I think, on the 2nd, is that right? Something like that. And everyone, like Evie and Amy are off school, but Kayla's got to go in because her teacher's not striking on that day. But I'm not going to say that. You have to go to school. Oh dear. Oh dear. So yeah, great fun. Please do feel free to ask any questions, put any comments in now, or we will start heading towards the end of the stream. I'm quite looking forward to rehousing the T. I say he's in a basically rubbish enclosure for him at a minute. It's not got enough height, got rubbish sides to it, no friction. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sorting it out a bit for him. Getting him into a nice, suitable enclosure. Even, you know, he's only a male, but I don't care. A pet is a pet, and I want to give him the best that I can. God, look at those big leaves they're bringing in. I do love watching the leaf cutters bringing in the big, massive pieces of leaf, and it's just like, oh wow, like that's huge. How did they even carry that? But obviously, like I said in the video, when they cut, they go round in a circle using their back legs as anchors, and this basically cuts to the size of their body and makes sure that the leaf isn't too big for them to carry. I think it's really interesting the way they do that. You know, it's very smart. Obviously, it's taken generations and generations to evolve into working that out and just doing it naturally. Oh dear. I like that. Not sure how to PM. Drop me a Facebook message. PM is a Facebook message, Paul. Just saying. I'm sure you know that, but just saying. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, the other thing that I'm waiting to do is I want to start cracking on with my garden, right? And I know that sounds stupid, but it is getting into the right weather to start doing all my garden. And I've got a nice big garden. I want to make it look nice, preferably before the summer comes round. Um, but I need to get permission from people, and it is not like it's long-winded. If you ever try getting permission for something, it's not. Yeah, it's not a quick process. Cool. Right, so this is the orange monster. What was this? Um, juiced? Juiced. Yes, all right. Dear, dear. I think I'm almost out of things to say. I only planned a short one tonight because I knew I do have to get on with the other bits. Let's say if you do need me for anything, please do feel free to message anytime. I will get back to you as soon as I am done with the sort of party things in the morning and I sit down to sit in the office basically and get away from the hecticness. Yeah, great fun. Sorry about that. Of course, please do share the stream for Sunday. It is already programmed, so you can notify yourself and press that bell button or whatever. But feel free to share it on your Facebook or Instagram or whatever. It is a big giveaway. I want to get lots of people in on it. So, yeah, share away. Tell your friends, tell your family. Say, come to this. Try and win me a prize and give it to me. I don't know. I don't care. But just tell them to come in, hit that like button and subscribe, I suppose. Which is another thing. If you haven't already done yet, feel free to hit that like button. It always helps out the channel massively. And as we're at that 1,000 now, let's, put a little bit of effort in from my behalf. And like, what was it? Mantis Garden said the other day, he was like, "Oh, you're doing like self promotion for like the first time." Yeah, I don't often do it because when like you watch a video and YouTube was like, watch my videos and subscribe to this and do this, it gets a bit tiring after a while. But I'm gonna have to start doing it and say like, hit that bell icon and subscribe, or I will pretty much do nothing but hope for more subscribers. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not actually. I'd love to obviously get to like 3,000. I don't know what the next kind of milestone is, but I'm just sort of. I'm quite happy at 1,000. I've reached that goal that I've been reaching for quite a while now. I'm happy. I don't really know where to go with that. If I didn't get another subscriber for the rest of my life, I could die a happy man. You know what I mean? I've done really well with 1,000. Blown myself away. Is that the right way to put it? I think that is the right way to put it. Definitely, yeah. On that note, I am going to start rounding up the stream. So a massive, massive thank you to everyone for coming in, joining me tonight, joining in the chat, sending in some messages, so on and so forth. You're all absolutely spectacular. I always enjoy your company, and thank you for listening to me chat about pretty much nothing. I'm sorry it's not a long one. Sunday will be a long stream. We'll make it at least an hour or two long. We'll probably get an interview in after the giveaway. Why not? It's going to be great fun. We'll see what happens. You'll have to join and see what I got planned. I'm not going to give any more details away, rather than it's just a big giveaway. It's going to be a great episode, and it's not going to be a short one like tonight. Please do share it about, tell people to join, and it'll be great fun. The more the merrier, It's not like we've not got enough prizes to go around, and if that was the case, I'd just donate more, as you know. A massive, massive thank you to my Patreon supporters as well. We have Katrina, Sharon, Jason, and JB all supporting me via Patreon at the minute. Absolutely amazing. I never had such amazing support. It's been phenomenal. So if anyone else wants to join, just check out Ants on the Rock on Patreon. There's a few different options that you can choose from, as little as like a couple of quid a month, the price of a coffee basically. I think that's what they say on telly, isn't it? I don't know. I'm trying to do that self-advertising thing. I'll get it right one day, and you'll be like, that's a really good advertisement. I'm going to buy some random stuff. But until that day, then you're going to have to put up with me trying my best. A massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. You're absolutely spectacular. Thank you, Paul. 1,500. That doesn't feel that far away, but it is at the same time. That's another, that'd be another 2 years down the road, I expect. We'll see how it goes. A massive thank you to our sponsors as well. I forgot the word. Massive thank you to our sponsors, Answer Us and Valhalla Martial Arts. Obviously, Answer Us Spectacular Store. They've helped me out massively getting started and getting everything that we got going basically. So massive thank you to Answer Us and Valhalla Martial Arts. If you're in the local area and if you're coming to the Weymouth show, do pop in there for a one-off free session. Your first session's always free, so pop into Valhalla, check them out. They are absolutely awesome. They've been training absolute champions for a long time now. These people are deadly, and that's coming from a boxer's point of view. They do all sorts of different martial arts and different training in there. It is really and great. It is fantastic what they do, but it's a great bit of fun as well. Check them just support as well. But that is it for tonight. I'm going to love you and leave you. I think I'll probably stop work at about midnight, maybe 1 o'clock, and I'll start blowing up bloody balloons because we've got a packet of balloons to blow up and banners to put up and things like that. So it's going to be a very late night for me, and probably an early morning as well. But a massive thank you again to everyone for joining. I am going to love you and leave you now. So as always for me, I'll see you again soon, Ant fans. Good night.